What's up to all of my Marvel Spider-Man fans? CBK here, your #1 source for Marvel Spider-Man 2 videos, and today I wanted to get into one of my favorite topics to cover here on the channel, and that is combat within Marvel Spider-Man 2. I have a couple videos about combat on here on the channel, but there is one aspect of combat in Marvel Spider-Man 2 that I have not gotten into yet, and that is the combat of having both Peter and Miles and how it should work. I am so excited to see the dynamic between Peter and Miles and how it works together within gameplay. So today I wanted to go over a list of things I would like to see from the dual combat of both of our Spider-Man in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. So let's swing on into it. One of the coolest things about our Spider-Man characters is that Peter and Miles each have their own styles and set of powers to use. They can each bring something unique to the table. So to start with, I'd like to see a combat system that really complements one another. We certainly need to see combat in which Peter can put Miles' Venom powers and camouflage to good use. So finding a way to make takedowns and combat scenarios in which Peter can take advantage of Miles' unique powers will be so important. Perhaps Miles will be able to use his camouflage abilities and stealth for areas that Peter can't get access to without being seen. Or maybe Miles lets off one of his huge Venom blasts and Peter comes in to clean up all of the stunned enemies from that Venom blast. As a side note, I just want to say I cannot wait to see Peter's reaction to the powers that Miles has. It's going to be pretty funny to see him react to that, and I think he's going to be a little bit jealous of these new powers that Miles has. So let's talk about takedowns now. The first teaser trailer for Marvel Spider-Man 2 pretty much confirmed that we will see some dual takedowns in combat for Marvel Spider-Man 2. This shouldn't come as any surprise, but I do hope that they take some inspiration from Batman Arkham Knight. That game had some of the best dual takedowns, and I'd love to see something like that implemented into Marvel Spider-Man 2. I want to see a plethora of dual takedowns in this game. There needs to be tons of animations for different takedowns between the two, so that way they don't get repetitive. And the takedowns need to be even more epic for the boss battles. I do hope that we have the option to either perform a dual takedown or a regular takedown. It would suck if Miles came running in for the takedown every time you go to perform one just because he's in the same vicinity. There should be an option to choose between doing a single takedown or one where you team up with Miles. The dual takedowns need to be epic and badass. I want to get hyped every single time I perform a dual takedown with Peter and Miles. And my last major request for the dual takedown system is that they let us switch between the characters whenever we want. As much as I love getting to tell Black Cat which enemies to target in the City That Never Sleeps DLC, I'd rather have the option to switch between my character and fight with that character. I'm hoping that's what they do for Spider-Man 2. It would be epic to switch between the two Spider-Man, that way you can switch between two different play styles, experience using different gadgets, and more. Hopefully, they also let us get access to a separate skill tree for each Spider-Man character. And perhaps maybe they even let us switch either of their suits, not just Peter's. But if they don't give us the option to switch between the two Spider-Man in gameplay, I'd be pretty disappointed. I feel like that is a must-have for this game, and yeah, I'd be pretty bummed out if they don't give us that option. So that is my mini wish list for what I want to see in the dual combat system for Marvel Spider-Man 2. I'm sure some of you guys have some suggestions, so please leave them down in the comments section below. Tell me what you want to see from this dual combat system between Peter and Miles. What kind of things are you expecting from both of them in this game? But guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for your support as always, and until next time, I'll catch you on the next video.